Dear students, a wonderful and cheerful good morning to all of you. Welcome back to online English classes. I am sure you are eagerly waiting for online English classes. Alright? Today, I want to discuss with you the sixth lesson of your supplementary reader. The name of the lesson is I Want Something in a Cage. The name of the lesson is I Want Something in a Cage. The name of the writer is L.E. Grieve. The name of the writer is L.E. Grieve. The story is about the strange behavior of a customer with the shopkeeper Mr. Purcell. The story is about the strange behavior of a customer with shopkeeper Mr. Purcell. So, the shop owner's name is Mr. Purcell. He used to sell cats, dogs, monkeys, birds, etc. We call this kind of shop as pet shop. Okay? Alright. Now, Mr. Purcell was very short and fat and had red cheeks and wore large glasses. Mr. Purcell was very short and fat and had red cheeks and wore large glasses. In fact, he looked like an owl. You know how an owl looks like, don't you? Alright. His shop was full of all kinds of noises made by animals and birds kept in cages. Mr. Purcell did not bother about such noises and cries. In the morning, he would open his shop and would sit on a high stool reading the daily newspaper. On a cold and windy morning, a strange customer came to Mr. Purcell's shop. He said to Mr. Purcell that he wanted something in a cage. Mr. Purcell could not understand what the customer was actually asking for. He was totally confused. Then the stranger clarified that he wanted something with wings. Mr. Purcell understood that he wanted to buy birds. So he showed him two doves in a cage. The customer bought the doves for $5. Then he came out of the shop and released the two birds out of the cage in front of Mr. Purcell. The birds flew away into the sky. After this, the stranger dropped the cage there and walked away. Mr. Purcell was shocked and surprised. He could not understand why the stranger behaved in such a manner. He felt quite insulted and thought that the stranger was mad. Only a mad fellow would do such things. But Mr. Purcell failed to understand the real feelings of the man. He had spent the last 10 years of his life in jail. So, he knew the pain of birds being shut up in a cage. He knew how important freedom was even for birds. So, he set the birds free. Only a person who has suffered can really understand the sufferings of others. So, dear students, the message of the lesson is very clear. What is the message? The message is freedom is the birthright of all living beings. The message is freedom is the birthright of all living beings. We should not imprison or shut birds and animals in cages, and we should not harm them in any way. Is it clear to all of you? All right.